Here's a seemingly atypical tutorial
on Cheat Engine. It's mainly about hacking games, but we'll see there's quite a bit more to it than just games. So, let's dive in. First of all, what is Cheat Engine? Cheat Engine is an open source tool designed to help you to modify mostly single-player games so the user can make them harder or easier depending on the preference. I find that what Cheat Engine CE also contains several other useful tools to help debugging and really just messing around with games and pretty much any applications. Example, as a prank, one may alter the download speed shown in a torrent client. Download manager to perhaps 100 gigabits per second or something like that. CE also comes with a memory scanner to quickly scan for variables used within a game and allow you to change them. But it also comes with a debugger, disassembler, assembler, speed hack, trainer maker, direct 3D manipulation tools, system inspection tools, etc. This is the ultimate tool for a mischievous programmer. Although CE can do quite a bit more, let's take a look at an example of hacking a game. Now, every single application there is uses what's called variables to store various values in a game. For example, the player's HP level, ammo, position. Literally everything is stored in certain variables. There could be a separate variable with values 0 to 100 keeping track of hit points. Another variable keeping track of what level the user is currently in, and perhaps 3 more keeping track of the X, Y, Z coordinates of the avatar player in a 3D game. Almost all new games these days run in cycles. What I mean by that is the game has a recurring infinite loop of some function, group of statements that goes on until the player exits, pauses the game. Inside the loop, the function's code checks to see if, example, any user event has occurred. Did the user press the arrow keys? If so, then update the position accordingly. Did they click the left mouse button? If so, then decrease ammo by 1 and call the function to launch a projectile from the gun, and so on. Certain aspects of games often rely completely on a particular variable and trust it to maintain a legit value, considering that the average user may never even know about the existence of these background variables. It's a reasonably safe bet. It's just a game after all, and implementing double checks, encrypted values in a sealed environment sandbox is simply not worth spoiling the performance and gameplay. This small point is what leaves almost every single-player game vulnerable to nosy software such as Cheat Engine. This is also the reason why CE does not yet work for most big online games like RuneScape, WoW, AOC, etc., since the data and any changes done to it are always double-checked with the server's copy. Whatever happens at the server stays at the server, and although you could make yourself look like a pro, that will be only because of your dumb browser. i.e., like all applications, your browser also maintains variables which can be tampered with, but that doesn't affect the server's copy. What CE does is try to find out which variables the application is using, the addresses at which they are stored in the RAM, and possibly tamper with them according to what the user you may want. For gamers, this tool is simply godsend. You can increase your speed in Need for Speed, get infinite ammo in Call of Duty, and avoid killing 1,000 people or typing cheat codes for money in Grand Theft Auto, and so much more. Rewinding back, how does any of this relate to hacking? It all lies in experience. CE teaches you how to find out exactly what the problem is and how to solve it. The procedure for tampering with games is very very close to what we will try to accomplish in later, more advanced hacking techniques. CE gives you the feel and thrill of cracking a seemingly impossible problem and teaches you how to look for an open window when the door is locked, which is actually a very accurate definition of hacking. Fair warning, in my experience I've noticed that the number one reason for beginners giving up early while learning hacking is simply because it just gets a little boring. Outside of movies, that's just the way it is. But for those willing to make the journey, the reward is more than worth it. I admit that to truly enjoy using CE, you have to be somewhat of a gamer. Hacking depends on, more than anything else, practice, because practice only can give you the experience needed to truly hack like what you see in movies. Yes, it's possible for the programmers. As I mentioned before, CE is open source. It's all out there waiting for you to explore. Check out the official website given below. This was more of an introduction than a tutorial, and that's because CE comes packed up with its own excellent tutorial for its usage. For beginners, I recommend going through the tutorial, the one that comes with CE. As easy as I've made it sound, head over to the following website to download CE and see for yourself. Thanks for watching. Like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.